Oopsie. Let's share this in a few places. YouTube streaming is a lovely thing, very cool thing. Okay, so apparently we've got bad video settings, but that's okay. I can go in and fix that. Just need to check the encoding stuff. The problem with streaming on YouTube and Facebook is they have totally different streaming settings, so it's a constant battle to get the right settings when you're going between them. Let me see. Settings. Fun times. Are you getting any buffering issues your end? If you're getting buffering issues, do let me know, and I will endeavour to get that fixed as fast as possible. I'm going to sit here for a bit and hopefully you see me okay. I'm going to check with Michael, see if Michael's managed to see the stream. Let's have a look at this. Apparently Michael's live now. I'm live, guys. I'm just having to let everyone know. So if you are watching this, it would obviously be appreciated if you would share this stream on Facebook or Twitter or any of those places. Michael thought it'd be a great idea if he streamed for an hour before I streamed, and now we're in this lovely crossover period. Live now. I will be transcribing, I promise, don't worry. But if anybody has any questions that they want to put to me, I can see those questions, so feel free. We're going to talk about Spain. We're going to transcribe Michael's solo on Spain. It's going to be good fun. Everybody's going to have a good time, apart from me, because I've got to do all the transcribing under the pressure, but we'll be okay. This stream is brought to you by, well, of course, obviously by Michael. And obviously that's appreciated. That's very good of him, especially to have a player of his caliber speak so highly of little old me. But also my guys on Patreon. I've got a Patreon page which you can find a link to in the description. And if you enjoy the content I make, the best way to ensure that I keep doing it is head on over to my Patreon page and chuck me $1, because it genuinely helps me create more videos, create more content. In fact, I could probably go one further and I could give you a massive shout out and thanks to all of my Patreon supporters who support me at a $10 or more tier, which means I credit them on all of my videos, which is cool. So let's have a look. Who's on that list currently? Lots of good guys, really good guys actually. So we've got Ian Creighton. Thanks for your support, Ian. Paul McDowell, thank you, Paul. Who else do we have? We'll show more. We've got Paul Hurley, of course. Renee Allende, old friend of mine. Chris Motes, thank you very much for your support. Who else do we have on that tier? Carlos, my original Carlos Ferrer, my I don't know that surname. Portuguese friend of mine, and my first patron. And last night, Mike Fell joined that list, which is appreciated. So thank you, Mike. If you'd like to join that list, normally you get a proper credits thing at the end of my YouTube videos, but this is live, so kind of hard to do that. But yes, if you would like to be on that list or help support my content, the best way to do that, check the link to Patreon below and support me there. Now let's talk about Michael. So the reason we're here doing this, outside of Michael being an excellent player, is Michael has some masterclasses going on. I'm vision mixing here, so bear with me. Yes, so as you can hopefully see on the screen now, Michael's masterclass, the Funk Fusion series. I live a very, very, very long way away from Michael, so I've not had the opportunity to go and see Michael's masterclasses, but I've loved Michael's playing for years now. And as you can see, these are limited to 10 places only, so yeah. There's a few more dates coming up, as you can see, from the 8th of November onwards. So if you are in Australia and any of those things are interesting to you, then please do check them out, because that stuff is appreciated. Right, so it looks like Michael's on. The joy of multi-monitors, right? Let's bring me back. I'm back. Okay, so let's talk about Spain. So let's make a start on Spain. What I'm going to do first, I'm just going to hit play so you can hear Michael's solo on Spain. And then we'll look at options. And I'm actually going to give you guys some interactive choice on this. So I want... well, we'll talk about it in a second. So here's Michael's solo on Spain. Okay, so hopefully you're all queued up and ready to throw a comment in the comment section, because I'd love to know your input. Michael has final say on this. Michael, hopefully you're listening to this, because this is up to you. So, when you hear Spain, the first thing I do when I'm doing a transcription is I have to mark out the file. I have to put in the software I use, Transcribe. I have to mark in where the bars are, and that allows me to loop things and set up loops and focus on bits without having to constantly rewind. It makes my life easier. But Spain is one of those tunes that demonstrates the complexity of writing music down, because there's the way that Spain was originally intended to be counted, and then there's the way that people tend to count Spain now, like the fusion players. So the original jazz guys would have counted this as an up tempo, like mega up tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So when you mark in the bars like that, you for the solo you have 4 bars on each chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So on and so forth. So 4 bars on the G. Whereas I know a lot of modern fusion players prefer to count that as 2 bars. So when you get to the actual solo, you have essentially half the tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So on and so forth. Now there's a difference between that and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you count that way, Yeah, that the faster tempo works better for that intro melody, as you'll see when I count along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So the solo comes in on 1. Whereas if you take this more modern approach and count it at half the speed, you actually have to throw a bar of 2 in there. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can mark those out as 2 very different things. Check it. 2. So yes, you can write it out like that, and that would be the way that a lot of, like I say, modern future players would be hearing that. And if I mark, if I put those beats in fact, why don't I write out some of it in each way, just so you can see. So. And this gives you an idea of how I think of rhythm. Like, I've just played that once and I can already see it written out. We just have to check the way Michael's playing it. So he's up. So when I write that in the way the tempo I've got it currently, we would write it as neck pick on. Does he move there? So that would be, you could write it out like that at this speed. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 120. And that would play fine. You'll get. It works fine, right? But the way it would have been written out originally, if you were to ask for the sheet music from Chick, it would look like this. No, what have I done? There. No, yeah, there. So Chick would probably have the tune written like this. So they're going to sound exactly the same, right? Apart from the metronome's twice the speed. In fact, some people might prefer to write that as 2-2. So now actually, these two things are going to sound exactly the same. Which is interesting, at least to me. So, do we have any input from people? Which would you prefer to see? I kind of think of this as like modern and this as classic. Vocabulary that you write out in this field is going to include a lot of 16th note runs, whereas vocabulary that you write out in this style is going to be more classic jazz 8th note runs. That one's down to you. I will give it a second. You let me know what you like. In fact, the next person to leave a comment telling me which way they want it. Say something. The easier read would be 8th note runs. Okay, cool, we're going with 8th note runs. Now, I actually prefer the 8th note run thing. I didn't specify that, did I? I didn't point that out. Well, I made mention to it because of this bar of 2/4. If we write it out in where you have more 16th note runs, you're going to have that bar of 2/4 in there in order to make the solo fit on the beat. Well, solo to start on the beat. So, let me highlight that. So I'm going to delete those markers. And I'm going to leave this in the transcription file. As Michael has pointed out, he's going to give this transcription to anybody who is kind enough to share this. So if you want to hit the share button and share this stream on Facebook, it's most appreciated, and you will get the transcription and you can analyse some of this stuff for yourself. So yeah, when I'm counting it at the more traditional, we'd have, let's just put that in manually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we got that. Now I'm counting that as 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's all semantics, really, right? I always found that really fascinating about writing music out, that it can be done in many ways. Michael will have it in tab. That's a share from Mike. Thank you very much, my friend. In fact, I can probably do this with Michael's masterclasses on the screen. So we could write it out like that. Let's bring me back. Just making sure nobody's panicking and saying nothing's working. Alright, everyone's okay, cool. So, yeah, we've got rid of the Michael Masterclass thing and brought my Patreon thing back. A reminder, you can head on over to my Patreon page and support me there. Let me just post a link to that in the comments for y'all. It helps me to create more content. I can bring you more things like this. I'm putting a lot of time and effort into my YouTube channel at the moment, and you know, any help there is appreciated. So yeah, okay, I'm going to write this in 2/2, and so I'm going to actually address Michael's joke, Michael's gag, where he says "tab, please." If I remove the standard notation from this, it's hideous. Can I remove the rhythm notation from the tab? I'm sure there's probably a way to do that. Well, I'm not even going to mess around with it because I wouldn't have it displayed like this. But yeah, it's exactly the same bloody thing, isn't it? I can't even look at a score without the notation on it. Much better. Whew, much better. Okay, right, I'm going to power through and get transcribing, okay, guys? So you can watch me work. If you got any questions, drop me a comment, and I will address any of your questions. Happy to talk about stuff. Okay. marking my bar, beats even, that's the word I'm looking for. Spread things out a bit more. I actually hate Spain, the tune. I find it, it's like the cliche fusion tune that everyone plays. Check his fingering. He doesn't play the piano note there. It should be this note, right? Dotted, whoops. Pick it. He does. So I put a slide, he doesn't do that. Too close. It's not there. So, put a marker in there. Now it's a case of just trying to sing, right? I'm just checking comments. Thank you for the tip about measure markers. I didn't know the function was available. Yep, it's a great way to mark your files out and make sure that you're doing everything the easiest way possible. I've lost my window. Where am I? There we go. Do drop me comments. It's always appreciated, guys. Theory concepts and what he's thinking. I guess I'll do my best, but I think Michael will be the first to tell you he's not really a theory guy at all. I can tell you what he's doing, but I guess I can tell you what he's thinking, and he's not thinking much. He's listening and playing what he hears. That's a great phrase, is it not? But it kind of demonstrates that when I play over a tune like Spain, or try to play over a tune like Spain, to me you've got a G major 7 there, right? So on and so forth. So having the confidence to play it's guide tones, right? He's playing the 7th of the chord and the 3rd of the chord. I overplay because I don't have the sophistication in my playing like Michael does. If I'm playing I'd be overplaying. But the confidence to go, it's appropriate as well for the tune. But that's why Michael's a better player than me. And in my mind I've already got that rhythm out, so does he finger it there? He does. And this is where you get into like how detailed you want to be with your transcriptions. Because he sort of slides down there to the 6th fret, but it's not really. And again, if I was to, if I was transcribing this for study, if I was transcribing this to learn what's going on, I know the chord here is an F sharp. So when I look at a phrase like this, it fits nicely around. left or up 7. So he's just playing around that. He's kind of late on that note. Checking the fingering. You have this. I kind of want it there, you know, but he's not. He's just he's like a hair late, and I'm gonna keep it there and think of it as lazy phrasing, rather than what you might do. You might notate it like that. I'll leave it like that. I've done that. Facebook's blowing up. Thank you for the share, Lee. Right. I'll just move this over here so you can see it. Look. Become my patron on Patreon. Hopefully you can all see it still. that's an odd phrase. I want to double check it. You have a standard template I use for transcribing in Guitar Pro 6. Not really. I go new, you know, whatever I'm using. Oh, don't crash! Don't crash! Please don't crash. There we go. So whatever it is, we open that up. I hit F7 Systems and Staves, and I drop the indentation, which I don't like. I have a couple of presets that I use. This is for Troy Grady's Cracking the Code. This is for DC Music Schools, and this is for Fundamental Changes. So different house styles for different publications. But my basic style now is the basic house style, but with the indentation removed. I mean, I'm sure it was, it's just quite an odd phrase. I mean, I'd love to get into Michael's head more. His playing is quite obvious to me. Obvious in that I can hear the harmony from his lines. Not obvious in the lines he plays, because that is very alien to my style actually. But you know, there where he plays, he's playing around an F sharp triad, right? Which is so obvious that there'll be an F sharp 7 at that point in the before he goes to the B minor and the B7. So for that reason, his playing makes a lot of sense, and I'd love to get inside his head as an improviser and see how he thinks, because he comes across as a man that doesn't think at all when he plays. But I'd love to know the background. If that is a side of his playing that you'd like to get into, well, there's the Fusion Masterclass. You can head on over to that. Leaving it on screen for you for a bit. I don't like these. You can hear my dog going nuts outside. Stuff like that. Ornamentations like that I think of as exactly that. The ornamentations, they don't look great written out. And that line actually is a great example, at least for me, of how Michael's not thinking theory, because anyone that's studied any theory will go, okay, well at this point we're playing over a B7, like a B7 flat 9, B7 altered chord, and he plays the flat 9, and that's standard vocabulary, right? We would all probably play something along the lines of Phrygian dominant type stuff. He plays the major 7 against that B. Now it sounds great. It's the confidence to be able to play that major 7 against the chord that says to me that he uses his ear considerably more than he thinks, like, here's a pattern I can play. So I've listened to it just once, right, and I already know the phrase ba do do ba 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 da. Now to me that's a huge part of the way I transcribe, just being able to hear something. I hear it once and it's ingrained in my memory, the melody is ingrained, and then it's a case of finding that on the instrument. And I think long term that helps you with your improvisation, right? You hear vocabulary in your head, and you only need to hear it once and you've grabbed it and it's there. So ba da 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 ba do da da do da da. I like that. Nice phrase. Ba bo do do da do do do. Now he's picking up the pace, like that gear changing sound. Now to hear something like that, it's the same thing. Ba bo do da. Ya da 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 da. There's sort of notes ringing there, so let's get the first part. I'll just work on that if I need to, right? Is that all legato from? Do that for now. It's a weird one. I'm going to put it in as a group of 5. What is he actually doing there? It's like a weird... It's almost like, I mean, you see him do it. He does this little rake on the upstroke, and it's like he hits either the 3rd fret or the 4th fret. Oh, what am I doing? It looks hideous. Ah, it's almost like it's that. I'll leave it there. Damien Thomas, I've been to a masterclass, it sounds like he's just playing naturally. Good ears, lands on the right notes always. Yep, that's how the great improvisers play. And you're just never told that. You're just told that, oh, you need to play over this A7 flat 9 chord. Cool, better learn your diminished scale. That's not how jazz players play. So it's the fives and then he's ascending. Still in a group of 5, and then it kicks up a notch to 6s. Sixes, what am I talking about? Triplets, there we go. Attention. So now that cool legato run. Augmented triad there. Minor major 7. Checking my messages. Damn it, YouTube. Doubled last note, but that's G and B string. Articulation. It's all pull-offs. Or is he double picked? No, just the one. nice. Augmented triad again. I'm glad some of you are enjoying this. If you are enjoying this, obviously hit the subscribe button. That helps my channel in, well, any way is helping. You know, there's no such thing as small ways. It's all a massive help. So subscribing helps, sharing the videos helps. I've got a lot of, I'm going to be arrogant here, I've got a lot of great content on my channel. You should check some of it out. And then last of all, most importantly for me at least, because it's kind of the plan moving forward so I can create a video every single day, is my Patreon page. Become my patron on Patreon. You can support me for as little as $1. Honestly, I support people on Patreon, artists and comedians and writers that I support on Patreon, and the idea is super simple for me. It's like a dollar, losing $1 makes very little difference to me. Losing $5 makes very little difference to me in the grand scheme of things. But if you've got 5 people or 100 people all giving up that $1 or all giving up $5 to an artist or a content creator that they enjoy, it's nothing to the person, but it's everything to the content creator. So yes, and Michael should have a Patreon too. It's like he goes for this note but doesn't hit it. Right, shall I try and do the funny thing that I like to do with my solos? Shall I try and get the playback of it? I'm going to put a section marker in there so I don't lose where I was. So my tempo's a bit slow. So let's adjust that to 2, 4, 5 maybe. Alright, nowhere near fast enough. I guess 250 would be a more sensible marker. Hello Tom Quayle, old buddy, old pal. Yes, I'm good. I'm good. Get shooting of your new tutorial and send me some transcriptions, please. Thanks. Thank you, please. The tempo is just a hair too fast. 2, 4, 7. One last play for me. I like doing this. This is fun. Ah, it's too slow. Are you kidding me? 249. Here we go again. If this, I have a suggestion, guys. If this play goes well, you should totally go and support me on Patreon. Come on. I think 250 actually was the right tempo marking. I mean, I'd say I totally fucking did what I said I was going to do there. So now you should do what I said to do. And Patreon, shite. How long we go for an hour? Okay. Let's stop fucking around. Let's get this done. Come on, Levi. Just being silly now. So as a guide to people, this solo is 1 minute 24 long. So I would expect something like this to take me, you know, an hour, maybe just over an hour. Yeah, I'll just. Oh no, you can't see Michael's comment because my camera is there. If I were to move my camera, you'd see Michael's comment pop up there. Yes. So what was I saying? Yeah. So as a guide, something like this take me just over an hour. I don't charge for my transcriptions per hour. I charge just for the length of the track. So as a guide, a track like this, you're looking at £30 if you wanted to learn something like this or release something like this. Anyway, let's. Here's this alien style to me. Slides there, doesn't it? That was totally not the right button. That's what I wanted. Ooh, how's he figuring that? It's okay. Damn it. Control end. Okay. Is that all meant to try it again? It's my favourite phrase. I play that way too much myself. He's kind of off the beat a bit there. So again, I'd quantize there. Hate it when it does that. His legato is just so good. I genuinely have to check there to make sure he's not picking any notes, because he can hit them so consistently that you'd swear some of them are picked. Here's where things are annoying, because I can see he's on a different fret than where I am. Okay, I see what he's done. So he goes, there's a cheeky little chromatic position shift there. No, 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 no. Now we have a problem here. I seem to have picked up or dropped the beat. Let's find out what's going on. So here's beat 1. Where am I? That's fine. It's one of those where actually I've not dropped the beat. He's just, this entire phrase is not triplets. It's a fucking hair shy. It's a hair lazier. It's like there's one less note over the period of a 2-bar phrase. When it comes to notating something like that, you've just got this. It's just a bastard. But we do what we can. So let's. What should we do here? Don't like doing this. Will this work? It's horrible, like, 11 in the space of 8. No, man. I'm just speaking to Michael here. Your playing's perfect how it is. So I'm going to check my emails after this, and I'd expect to have at least 10 more patrons on Patreon. And if I don't, you know what else you could do? You see this beautiful Telecaster that Michael's playing with the dogleg control plate? If you want to chip in and get me one of those, that would be fantastic. I mean, my telly, this particular telly I'm playing, is beautiful. Old Paisley thing. With the reverse control plate, because I like to have my knob there. But that's my tone knob, not my volume knob, which means I can... those faux wah things, a la Roy Buchanan. And I've also got the knob is bent. Can you see that? How can you see that? There you go. I have that knob bent, so it's easier to flick. Which is cool. But if you'd like to buy me one of those beautiful Telecasters, I would love you people forever. Losing track. I feel really cheap, like doing this the constant Patreon plug thing. So I hope I've not upset anyone with it. I'm not cap in hand. And cap in hand. Oh yeah, Damien, Michael's playing is always fantastic. Is that an open string, yeah? Michael suffers from that same problem that I do, which is, well, I'm making this assumption here. I might be totally wrong. He put out an album and it's excellent, absolutely excellent. I really, really, really love that record. And no one cares. Just nobody cares, because nobody buys music anymore, unfortunately. So I imagine, well, I'm sure his album sold better than mine, but yeah, it's he's in that position where it's like he's such a tasty player and he could release an album and I'd buy it, but it just wouldn't be worth his time. tricky little phrase, I like that. Oh, Michael. Honestly, I could bring up my, and in fact, I have no shame in this. Gives you an idea of how painful the music industry is, right? If I go, have a look. Oh, log in. Let me log in. Maybe I should take a payout in my royalty earnings for my 2 albums. Oh, yeah, £127. lifetime sales. I mean, well, I guess I crowdfunded it, so, but that being said, nobody's asking me to play on The Voice, so the Australian voice either. So you know, you have some demand. That's a hammer, then a slide. This is weird because no one can see my conversations with Michael that are going on just underneath my webcam there. So I feel like I'm entertaining you all, but also wanting to respond to Michael, but then no one knows what I'm talking about. Unfortunately, I can't come to Australia, Michael, as you know. I posted on your on that Facebook post you had up. Can't come to Australia, you see, because you've got spiders that drag mice up walls. Nope, fuck that. What I can say is The Voice in Australia does not need or want someone like me. What have I done? Shite. There we go. Michael's making jokes about the spider thing. He's like, that was actually a small one compared to some of the huntsman spiders, and it reminds me of a comedian, but I can't think which one. but it's somebody who talks about like visiting Australia and how nonchalant everybody is. And there's a gag about the box jellyfish. And if anyone can remember which comedian does that routine, but it's that idea of like the Australians, they live in an unbelievably hostile territory, and they'll constantly tell you, "Oh no, it's cool." And Michael's just put there, they're harmless, But then at the same time, they'll tell you about, "Oh yeah, that thing. Oh yeah, that'll kill you." Oh, and you don't want to sleep with the window open. That thing, yeah, but crawl and eat your face, eat you from the inside out. Dead, just gone. Everything you've got this balance of like, yeah, everything's cool, we're relaxed, everything's cool, but at the same time everything can kill you, and we're just really laid back about that. I bet none of it's true. I've got Kenneth Woods phoning me. Yeah, I'll take his call, why not? Hello, Kenneth. I'm good, mate. You are live on YouTube. How's it going? I'm just streaming. Yeah, it's all good though, yeah. Alright, mate, chat soon. Yes. As far as I'm aware, yes. Alright, chat soon, bye. It's the beauty of these headphones, just like drop a phone in there and just holds it for me. Let's sort these fingerings out. The thing I find funny about these streams, right, is how, to me, it's just what I do for a living. And I understand that a lot of people do watch this and they go, well, that's bloody boring. That's rubbish. I'm not interested in that. But at the same time, you have an amazing amount of people, even if there's one or two of you, right? I just find it amazing that every now and again, someone's like, oh, mate, I really just enjoy like having your streams on in the background while I'm working. I find it fascinating. Wow. Repeats himself. That's an awkward finger. And that is how he does it. almost done. Right, that's that done. So, should we try and play it along with the original? Guitar stuck on all my pedals. Let's read comment. I'm impressed how quickly you work out triplets and other rhythmic subdivisions. Is there a method to learn or do this, or is it down to years of transcription experience? It's a bit of both. It's I think I say this all the time. It's about reading, and it's something I'm going to try and get into more of on my Patreon monthly transcription challenge, which I'll plug in a second, obviously, because you know I'm unstoppable with the plugging. So I spotted a mistake in there while I was listening to that. I'm pretty sure this goes like that. Let's double check that. Get out of my chat. 70. Oh Christ. So I was paying attention while I was listening to it. Now I might go through off the stream and add the chords above it. Let me put this in. Yeah, so if anyone has any questions, now's the time. What songs would you recommend in the rock metal genre to start transcribing for a novice transcriber? Well, first of all, I would recommend you get on over to my Patreon, and I can help you out on the monthly transcription challenge type thing, and I'm doing videos on this subject for exclusive to those guys. But essentially, it has to be anything that's simple, right? Anything that's easy to read will be easy to write. So the first thing that jumps into my mind would be something like a Shadows melody. It's not rock or metal. Ultimately, I don't think you should limit yourself to a genre. You know, it could be Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Can you play and then write out Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? Da 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 da. Very simple, but if you can't do that, then you've got no business moving on beyond that. So yeah. Plus, I don't really think of things as being easy or difficult. You just saw my transcriptions, recent transcriptions there. Like. These are the ones that I still need to put in folders. My folders are down here at the bottom. For various artists' names and various, you know, other stuff. Yes, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. It's been a lot of fun doing it for you. I'll do the plug for Michael now. Please do check out his masterclass thing in the Funk Fusion series. The opportunity to sit down with Michael and do this stuff is you know, a great opportunity, and one that should not be passed up on. He's got some really interesting phrasing ideas, and I think when you go to something like that, it's whatever the cost. I think these are 80 Australian dollars. Whatever the cost, it's always worth listening to the experience of someone else, even if you think that you're the considerably better player. Someone else's perspective is always going to be different from yours, and that can I think really help with your the way you approach things, to have different perspectives on things. So I try and get, you know, learn from as many people as possible. And on that note, there's obviously, again, for the millionth time today, my Patreon. This stream was brought to you by Michael, obviously, but then also the guys on Patreon that are supporting me at my $10 tier. So that would be Paul Hurley, Ian Creighton, Paul McDowell, Renee Allende, Chris Motes, Carlos Ferro, and Mike Fell. Those guys all support me, and in return for that get credits on my videos, but there's other things that you can get on my Patreon. You can request videos and I'll do videos on given subjects for you. You get access to my exclusive Patreon group where we post lots of goodies. You get access to my monthly transcription challenge, which is kind of like this, but not quite as difficult at this stage. I'm trying to train you guys. I'm trying to help you develop the skills that I have. So we'll take a very simple transcription, and this month it was actually a Mike Stern thing. In fact, I'll show you what it was. Sorry, there we go. So it was. You won't hear it unless I do this. So let me do this. Oh no, this won't work at all. And this month it was actually a Mike Stern thing. In fact, I'll show you what it was.
Hi, this is Mike Stern, and welcome to...
Where is this volume coming from?
We're going to just play over this.
So let me do this. Everything's falling apart. There we go. So it's just this Mike Stern solo, and all of my guys transcribed it for me. I transcribed it as well, and then I'm going to film a video going through their transcriptions and comparing theirs to mine and giving them pointers on how to improve their work, which is quite a unique and fun experience. So if that's something you're interested in, you can head on over to my Patreon page, which you'll find a link to in the description. Your support there is massively appreciated. If there's not any more questions, then I'm going to do a runner. So how long have we been on for? We've been on for an hour and a half, which is absolutely cool and fine. Let me check. Any more questions? Any more questiones? Michael, you are too kind, sir. If you want to do something like this again, you let me know. I'm happy to do it. And of course, anyone out there that is watching this and would like me to do videos on other people, you can always let those people know that they'd like me to do their work live like this. And you know, who knows, maybe something will happen. Or you can, I guess, just go on my Patreon and say, Levi, I want you to make this video for me, and I'll go, okay, cool, if that's what you want, that's what I'll do. Anyway, guys, It has been a genuine pleasure, lots of fun. I always enjoy the challenge, but now I am going to head off and do something else with my day. I will send this transcription to Michael, and he will. I'm going to tidy it up a little bit. I'll sort the bar lengths out and things like that. You don't want to watch me do that. I'll put the chords in, and yes, I'll send that to Michael, and he can send it out to you guys as he sees fit. So peace out, guys. Thank you very much for your time, and hopefully I'll see you on another stream. Remember, Patreon, subscribe on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all those good places. You can find me, and I can help you in any way that I can, any way that you can imagine. I will do my best to help you. Peace out, guys. Bye.